What's up guys, welcome back in another YgoPro Duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. On the left side of the bracket, as you see here, both TeleDAD from back in 2009 indeed will take on ABCs indeed from 2016. So which deck has the advantage? I think it should be clear that ABCs have the advantage. It's overall the more consistent deck, more recent deck, you know, power creep. So let's not waste any more time, let's hop into the first duel. Okay, it was a very good game, very good match overall, but I get to start, I have the advantage. This is a decent opening hand. Well, double Destiny draw is always nice, unless you draw into one of those malicious, of course. So I still have one malicious alive in my deck, and that's not really too great, since that pretty much means that I have one less synchro option on my side of the field. So one less beat stick, by the way. He does go for Duel, and Duel is definitely a problem. No malicious from my graveyard, so tremendously slowing me down here as at least one of my biggest engines. I could have brain controlled the Abyss Dweller, but what after that, right? So I didn't think that would be good. He does have the option to go for ABC Dragonbuster and Phoenix Wing Blast. Double-edged sword here, either. Yeah, Dweller, we know the Dweller still has some material, so he's definitely going to use that, but again, I think the Wing Blast on the ABC Dragonbuster was, yeah, much more important, right? Do top deck into Snipe Hunter, try to use that one of Malicious, he does chain the Emptiness, and he could have warninged here, but I think he was hoping that Snipe Hunter would miss, you know, either rolling the 1 or the 6, would have missed, he would have still kept his Emptiness, and I probably would have lost this eventually, but now I still have a comeback ready. Drop the Dark Arm Dragon thanks to you know, 3 darks in the graveyard and one of them still being alive. Malicious, I can't take the risk here, so I pop my own Malicious, you know, very low on life points. We know he has that one, is it C? I believe it's C, but I think I had to go for Goyo Guardian to make sure that I pretty much survive right here during my turn. Again, take control or special summon the A on my side of the field, but it was just a matter of time, right? I don't think any top deck would do it here. So eventually he's able to go for the top right lightning and attack for a game. So very close in game 1, but it was definitely a good duel. Game number 2 I get to start. This is a decent opening hand. Normal summon Stratos to get a search, make the Wing Blast live to discard the potential Malicious, definitely on the field spell here. No search, and he's only allowed to activate it once, so again somewhat set him back, right? Top deck Destiny draw, that's all good. Get some more draws. Turbo in my deck. Turbo into a couple of cards, hopefully get some speed going. He does strike the breaker, I get that. Prevent me from, you know, maybe teleport into Goyo Guardian or something like that. I go for Stardust and maybe yeah, a bit impatient here of setting both Solemn Judgment and yeah, Stardust. I mean, maybe going for something like Colossal Fighter to have the big beat stick, since there isn't really something I should fear, at least for destruction from my opponent, right? And again, maybe I just should have set one Judgment earlier, but here I think I should have Heavy Storm, but again, just keeping a Judgment would have been much better, right? Okay, that's all good. Top decking Teleport, he does, not really sure, I believe it's a C set. This time I go for Colossal Fighter. He does have a couple of outs, both B and C are in his graveyard, so any field spell, terraforming, or just flat out topping the much needed ABC monster, definitely good on his part to get him back in the duel. Although Allure of Darkness hits double dark monsters, and one of them being the Chaos. Good old Chaos, attack into his ABC Dragonbuster, and then main phase 2 Chaos on itself to deal the necessary 1000 burn damage. Go for game. So game number 3, and I'm not sure why he let me start, since, you know, if he starts he still gets his 6 cards, but to each their own. I also didn't bother asking him after the duel, since you'll see why. You'll see why. And yeah, this is pretty much clear, right? My opening hand is actually busted if I draw into something like Stratos or Rota or whatever, but nope. Phoenix Wing Blast is not going to cut it. I can use Brain Control on the ABC Dragonbuster to lure it out, but you know, no Stratos to search out Malicious, get the engine going, or yeah, that would have been so busted. drawing into Dark Armed, maybe would have won me the duel. Well, yeah, he can still tag out into his 3 ABC monsters, so potentially stalling everything out. And here, yeah, the Wing Blast is not going to cut it. Diamond Direwolf to clear the back row. Now he can't go for ABC Dragonbuster, but Instant Fusion to the rescue will let him go for Utopia. So, yeah, somewhat expected. ABCs do take this one. TeleDAD is out here on the left side of the bracket. Top 8 of the losers part here of the tournament, but ABCs go on. And if I'm not mistaken, they will take on Yatta Chaos later in the tournament. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.